Thou hast not lied unto men, but unto the Most High. So you lied unto the Most High, you made a vow to the Most High. A lot of y'all, Shalom myself, yeah, you made a lie to the Most High. Look, and Ananias, hearing these words, fell down and gave up the ghost. I mean, he fell down and died instantly. And great fear came on all of them that heard these things. Yeah, death brings about fear. Of who? The Most High. The Most High is the one that killed. Most High is the one that make alive. And the young men arose, wound him up, and carried him out, and buried him. It was about the space of 3 hours after, when his wife, not knowing what was done, came in. Here come his wife come in. Remember, they privately plotted this scheme of giving so much money and keeping back so much money? And Peter answered unto her, tell me whether you sold the land for so much? However much Ananias had said, right? And she said, yeah, for so much. Same amount Ananias said. Both of them schemed together on this. Then Peter said unto her, how is it that ye have agreed together to tempt the Spirit of the Most High? Behold, the feet of them which have buried thy husband are at the door, and shall carry thee out. You think this ain't serious? When did they read this up in the church? Then fell she down straightway at his feet, and yielded up the ghost, gave up the spirit, died, just like her husband Ananias. And the young men came in and found her dead, and carried her forth, buried her by her husband, buried her right next to her husband. No funeral, nothing. Just buried her right by her husband. And great fear came upon all the church, and upon all, as many as heard these things. See? Most I know how to get our attention. Hopefully you don't have to be deaf before you get your attention. Deuteronomy 15:11 again. For the poor shall never cease out of the land. Therefore I command thee, saying, thou shalt open thine hand wide unto thy brother, to thy poor, and to thy needy in thy land. Verse 12. You see what the result can be. And if thy brother, an Hebrew man, or an Hebrew woman, be sold unto thee, and serve thee 6 years, then in the 7th year thou shalt let him go free from thee. So they can serve 6 years. 7th year is so like a year of jubilee for the slave, for those that work for us. 6 years, the 7th year they go free. And when thou sendest him out free from thee, thou shalt not let him go away empty. You're supposed to let him go empty. You know, work 6 years for you, you got to give him something. Thou shalt furnish him liberally out of thy flock, and out of thy floor, and out of thy winepress, of that wherewith the Most High thy power hath blessed thee, thou shalt give unto him. You bless him with flocks and vegetables and fruit and so forth, and the wine. And thou shalt remember that thou was a bondman in the land of Egypt, and the Most High thy power redeemed thee. Therefore I command thee this thing today. And it shall be, if he say unto thee, I will not go away from thee. He don't want to leave from working with you, or working for you, because he loveth thee and thine house, because he is well with thee, he want to stay with you. Then thou shalt take an awl, and thrust it through his ear unto the door, and he shall be thy servant forever. Take the awl and put a hole in his ear. Be your servant forever. And also unto thy maid servant, thou shalt do likewise. Your sister, she want to remain. She's a servant, she can remain. It shall not seem hard unto thee, when thou sendest him away free from thee, for he hath been worth a double hired servant to thee, in serving thee 6 years. And the Most High thy power shall bless thee in all that thou doest. It's the law. 6 years, set them free. They don't want to be free. You put that all in their ear, and they remain a servant to you. Deuteronomy 15 and 19. All the firstling males that come of thy herd and of thy flock thou shalt sanctify unto the Most High thy power, the firstborn. Thou shalt do no work with the firstling of thy bullock. You can't put them out there to work. Nor shear the firstling of thy sheep. You can't cut off the wool of the firstling of the sheep. Thou shalt eat it before the Most High thy power year by year, in the place which the Most High shall choose, thou and thy household. And if there be any blemish therein, as if it be lame or blind, or have any ill blemish, thou shalt not sacrifice it unto the Most High thy power. Most High don't want no animal sacrifice with any kind of blemish. Thou shalt eat it within thy gates. The unclean and the clean persons shall eat it alike, as the roebuck and as the hart, the deer. Only thou shalt not eat the blood thereof. Thou shalt pour it upon the ground as water. Once again, reminding us again, he already told us we can't eat the blood. So you're supposed to pour it upon the ground like as water. You got to say it over and over again to us, because you speak it once, say it twice. That's how I say and perceive it now. So Deuteronomy 16 and 1. Observe the month of Abib, and keep the Passover unto the Most High thy power. For in the month of Abib, the Most High thy power brought thee forth out of Egypt by night. This is the first month between March and April. So you understand this particular between Esau's third month and fourth month. Verse 2, thou shalt therefore sacrifice the Passover unto the Most High thy power of the flock and the herd, in the place which the Most High shall choose to place his name there. Thou shalt eat no leavened bread with it. 7 days shalt thou eat unleavened bread therewith, even the bread of affliction. For thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt in haste, in a hurry, that thou mayest remember the day when thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt all the days of thy life. So this is something that's supposed to go on all the days of our life. So the unleavened bread means there's no leaven in it. It's like flour without leaven and water, really. We don't have time to allow the bread to rise to cook it. We have to get up out of there. By night, it says. It says, and there shall be no leavened bread seen with thee in all thy coasts 7 days. So we have to eat unleavened bread 7 days. Neither shall there be anything of the flesh. Neither shall there anything of the flesh which thou sacrificest the first day at even remain all night until the morning. So we can't really have whatever it is that we have on the Passover as the lamb. You got to get rid of it. Eat it all or discard it. That's why you're supposed to be taking those plates home and all that on the Passover. So thou mayest not sacrifice the Passover within any of thy gates, which the Most High thy power giveth thee, but at the place which the Most High thy power shall choose to place his name in, there shalt thou sacrifice the Passover at even, at the going down of the sun, at the season that thou camest forth out of Egypt, which is the spring, between the third month and the fourth month of Esau's calendar. And thou shalt roast and eat it in the place which the Most High thy power shall choose, and thou shalt turn in the morning and go unto thy tents. 6 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, and on the 7th day shall be a solemn assembly to the Most High thy power. Thou shalt do no work therein. It's going to be like a regular Sabbath. On the 7th day, it will be a solemn assembly. We come together. 7 weeks shalt thou number unto thee. Begin to number the 7 weeks from such time as thou beginnest to put the sickle to the corn. And thou shalt keep the feast of weeks unto the Most High thy power with a tribute of a freewill offering of thine hand, which thou shalt give unto the Most High thy power, according as the Most High thy power hath blessed thee. So this freewill offering is supposed to be given at the Feast of Pentecost, or Feast of Ingathering, or Feast of Weeks. And thou shalt rejoice before the Most High thy power, thou and thy son and thy daughter, and thy manservant, and thy maidservant, and the Levite that is within thy gates, and the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow that are among you, in the place which the Most High thy power hath chosen to place his name there. And thou shalt remember that thou wast a bondman, a slave man in Egypt. And thou shalt observe and do these statutes. Thou shalt observe the Feast of Tabernacles 7 days, after that thou hast gathered in thy corn and thy wine. And thou shalt rejoice in thy feast, thou and thy son and thy daughter, and thy manservant and thy maidservant, and thy Levite, the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow that are within thy gates. 7 days shalt thou keep a solemn feast unto the Most High thy power, in the place which the Most High shall choose. Because the Most High thy power shall bless thee in all thine increase, and in all the works of thine hands. Therefore thou shalt surely rejoice. 3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before the Most High thy power. Just ask for 3 times of the year shall all the males appear before the Most High, in the place which he shall choose. In the Feast of Unleavened Bread, that's the first place. And in the Feast of Weeks, the second. And in the Feast of Tabernacles, the third. And they shall not appear before the Most High empty. You're supposed to appear before the Most High empty. That means you're supposed to have something. When you come, you're supposed to have something to offer, an offering. Every man shall give as he is able, according to the blessing of the Most High thy power, which he hath given thee. So that's what we're supposed to be doing. You're not supposed to come empty. And a lot of you, you've been through this, so you still violate the law of the Most High, and you think it's okay. It's not okay. We have to do what he say do. All those things we can't do, we need to do it. No excuse. Go to Isaiah, the 66th chapter. Isaiah 66 and 1. Thus saith the Most High, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Look at that. He said the heaven is his throne, and the earth is his footstool. Now you put some of y'all know you should have a footstool. You know what a footstool is. His heels fits on the earth. The Most High's heels fits on the earth. That's why he said, where is the house that ye build unto me? And where is the place of my rest? If his heels, the earth is, he putting his body is way out in the universe somewhere, and his heels is on the earth. The earth is his footstool. For all those things have mine hand made, and all those things have been, said the Most High. But to this man will I look, even to him that is poor and of a contrite spirit, and trembleth at my word. That's what we're going to look at. This man that's poor and of a contrite spirit, and trembleth at my word. Of humility. A man that hath humility. He that killeth an ox is as if he slew a man. He that sacrifices a lamb as if he cut off a dog's neck. He that offereth an oblation as if he offers swine's blood. He that burneth incense as if he blessed an idol. Yeah, they have chosen their own ways, and their soul delighteth in their abominations. You can't fake it. The Most High knows. And when his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men. seeing everything. See, I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them. Because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. So I say hearing is an art and responsibility. So when he spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before mine eyes, and chose that in which I delighted not. Remember? All Israel transgressed the laws of the Most High. Therefore, them curses upon us, came upon us. And don't get it twisted. Just in case some of you think, oh, it's not going to happen to, in the judgment, to those that you might think are righteous. This will happen to us. Don't get it twisted. Ezekiel 21 and 1. Ezekiel 21 and 1. And the word of the Most High came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face toward Jerusalem, and drop thy word toward the holy places, and prophesy against the land of Israel. And say to the land of Israel, Thus said the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Behold, I am against thee, and will draw forth my sword out of his sheath, and will cut off from thee the righteous. You hear this? The righteous and the wicked. So he cut off from the land of Israel the righteous and the wicked. So all you to think that, oh, some righteous people that's not going to have to pay for what the wicked people has done, oh, you better think again, because this Most High said he chose us. His chosen people. He cut off from the land of Israel. And we just read to you earlier how the land was crying out to us. See, I am against thee, and will draw forth my sword out of his sheath, and will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked. See? Both went down, the righteous and the wicked, of his chosen people, the 12 tribes of Israel. Saying then that I will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked. This for all you that think there's going to be some righteous in these other nations. He says, seeing then that I will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked, therefore shall my sword go forth out of his sheath against all flesh, from the south to the north, that all flesh may know that I, the Most High, have drawn forth my sword out of his sheath. It shall not return any more. See? So we cut off from us the righteous and the wicked, when into captivity, slavery, and bondage. That's what it's talking about. For what the wicked done. So yeah, there's a payback. That's why it says, on the Isaiah 66:5, hear the word of the Most High, ye that tremble at his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, let the Most High be glorified, but he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed. She gonna shame them. A voice of noise from the city, a voice of the temple, from the temple, a voice of the Most High that rendereth recompense to his enemies, payback to his enemies. Before she travailed, she brought forth. Before her pain came, she was delivered of a man-child. Who have heard such a thing? Who have seen such things? Shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day? Or shall a nation be born at once? For as soon as Zion travailed, she brought forth her children. Meaning, contractions that a woman has in birth before the child comes. Shall I bring to the birth and not cause to bring forth? Shall I bring the baby here to come out and not cause the baby to come out? Said the Most High, shall I cause to bring forth and shut the womb? Said thy power. Shall I cause the baby to come out and I'm going to shut the womb so he can't come out? Rejoice ye with Jerusalem and be glad with her. It's just talking about symbolically how we being born as a nation. Coming back to his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of his laws, statutes, and commandments, his rules and regulations. And having faith in the Mashiach Yahushua. Rejoice ye that with Jerusalem and be glad with her. all ye that love her. Rejoice for joy with her, all ye that mourn for her, that ye may suck and be satisfied with the breast of her consolations, that ye may milk out and be delighted with the abundance of her glory. Just like a baby, being born. Symbolically, we as the Israelites being born again. And thus said the Most High Power, behold, I will extend peace to her like a river, and the glory of the Gentiles like a flowing stream. Yeah, they all going to bring all the forces of the Gentiles into our gates. Then shall ye suck, ye shall be born upon her sides, and be dangled upon her knees, as one whom his mother comforted, so will I comfort you, and ye shall be comforted in Jerusalem. Hallelujah. And when ye see this, your heart shall rejoice, and your bones shall flourish like an herb, and the hand of the Most High shall be known toward his servants, and his indignation toward his enemies. See, the hand of the Most High going to be known toward his servants. Who are servants? Right to a point. Isaiah 44:21. Remember these, O Jacob and Israel, for thou art my servant. So we the Israelites are the Most High's servants. Now going back to Isaiah 66:14. And when you see this, your heart shall rejoice, and your bones shall flourish like an herb, and the hand of the Most High shall be known toward his servants, children of Israel, 12 tribes of Israel. And his indignation, his wrath, his woe, his anger, his fury toward his enemies. See? That's what's coming to our enemies. See, for behold, the Most High, Mashiach Yahushua, will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to do what? To render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. He's going to burn this place up. And a whole lot of people, as you're going to see. For by fire and by his sword will the Most High plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Most High shall be many. And he's going to kill a whole lot of people. He said, by fire and by his sword will the Most High plead with all flesh. Everybody going to be in his judgment. And the slain of the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua, shall be many. Now he's going to tell you who he's going to get some. He was going over a little bit of the dietary law earlier. Listen, they that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree, in the midst, eating swine's flesh, eating the pig that he said we ain't supposed to touch, and the abomination, anything that he said, you better read Leviticus 11th chapter. He said, this is clean, that's clean. Abomination is all those things that are unclean to eat, that you put in your temple. So your temple is holy. As I said through Mashiach Yahushua, we're going to make our abode in you. You destroy the temple by eating all these abominable things and say they in you. And you think, what you think? He's going to allow you to do all that, not get you? That's why so many people have so many diseases and so many problems when they get older, and even before they get older. They have problems in their health because they've eaten so terribly wrong from the laws of the Most High. Talking about we the children of Israel. I mean, we can't eat roadkill. We can't eat everything that everybody can eat. He's telling you, we can't eat everything that everybody else can eat. So don't eat it. Give it to the stranger. He made their system different than ours. Listen. They that sanctify themselves, verse 17. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree, eating in the midst, eating swine's flesh, eating a pig, and the abomination, anything that's contrary to the Levitical law, the dietary law in Leviticus, the 11th chapter. And the mouse, people eating the mouse, they eating coons, they eating raccoons, and squirrels and possums, and you name it. The mouse family, and they also eating rats. They know how to dice the rat up. Say now they say that be just tasting just like chicken. Eating the mouse shall be consumed together, said the Most High, gonna be consumed together. For I know their works. You know what you're doing, and their thoughts. You know what you're thinking. It shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. And see the glory of the Most High. And I will set aside. Look at this glory of the Most High. Look at go to Ezekiel, the first chapter. He was shown somewhat of the glory of the Most High. Has anybody ever seen the Most High? He allowed him to see this. Ezekiel, we're going to look at Ezekiel, the first chapter, the 26th verse. And above the firmament that was over their heads was the likeness of a throne. That's power and authority. As the appearance of a sapphire stone, and upon the likeness of the throne was the likeness of the appearance of a man above upon it. The likeness of the appearance of a man. It's the Most High. And I saw as the color of amber, brown colors, as the appearance of fire round about within it. It's the throne. From the appearance of his loins even upward, and from the appearance of his loins even downward. So this is fire going up from his loins and fire going down from his loins. Some of you seen the Most High. This is what it says. From the appearance of his loins even upward, and from the appearance of his loins even downward, I saw as it were the appearance of fire. And it had brightness round about it. Round about. Fire from his loins up and fire from his loins down on the throne. As the appearance of the bow that is in the cloud in the day of rain, like a rainbow. Colors like a rainbow. So was the appearance of the brightness round about that was going around it. This was the appearance of the likeness of the glory of the Most High. That's what they said. They're going to see the glory of the Most High. This is the likeness of the glory of the Most High. And when I saw it, I fell upon my face, and I heard a voice of one that spake. So we going back. He said, you're going to see the glory of the Most High. You see the glory of the Most High, what it look like, right? Sound pretty scary to me. Fire from his loins up. He just said, and he said that the earth is my footstool. How big was it? You know what I mean? Beyond imagination. You see, through the Most High just, has to, we require signs, so he give us signs, but it's not really actually, per se, him. Even with Daniel's, when you look at Daniel 7 and 9, Daniel 7 and 9, it says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down. That's all powers and authority in this earth. And the Ancient of Days, who was the Most High, did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame. So, just like we just read about the glory of the Most High, the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. See, a fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. 1,000,000 ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him, and the judgment was set, and the books were open. See? So, this isn't the Most High. He didn't actually see the Most High, because when you look at John, the first chapter and the 18th verse, I must make this clear because this is what it says. John 1 and 18. No man has seen the Most High at any time. Reach again. No man has seen the Most High at any time. The only begotten Son, which is in the bosom of the Father, he hath declared him. So anybody ever seen the Most High at any time? So no matter how you want to, in your wildest dreams, think of this is the Most High, flesh and blood can't be before the Most High. He give us what It's called Theophany, which is something to be seen to represent something, but it's not actually, he himself. It's not him. So, going back to Isaiah 66, verse 18, for I know their works and their thoughts. It shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. I just showed you the glory in Ezekiel. And I will set a sign among them, and I will send those that escape of them unto the nations, to Tarshish, Pul, and Lud, that draw the bow, that have the missiles, to Tubal and Javan, to the islands afar off, that have not heard my fame, neither have seen my glory. And they shall declare my glory among the Gentiles, amongst all these other nations. And they shall bring all your brethren for an offering unto the Most High out of all nations, upon horses, and in chariots, and in litters, and upon mules, and upon swift beasts, to my holy mountain, Jerusalem, said the Most High, as the children of Israel bring an offering in a clean vessel unto the house of the Most High, because he's going to make us clean and wipe away all our sins. And I will also take of them for priests and for Levites, said the Most High, to minister the law. What do the priests do? Minister the law. So you think it's not going to be here? Now we're going to the kingdom. Verse 22. For as the new heavens and a new earth, new heavens and new earth, which I will make, the Most High going to make, shall remain before me, said the Most High, so shall your seed and your name remain. Our lineage of our children that we're going to have going to remain. Those that are righteous. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, said the Most High. And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of, let me deal with that, because they say, this is the kingdom. Say, it shall come to pass that from one new moon, that's the first day of the month, to another, every first day of the month, we have feast. And from one Sabbath to another, all the Sabbath days in the holy convocations, shall all flesh come to worship before me, said the Most High. They're going to come to worship the Most High in the kingdom when he create what? Verse 22, for as the new heavens and the new earth, which I will make, shall remain before me in the kingdom. That's the kingdom. It says, and they shall, verse 24, and they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me. For their worms shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched. And they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh. We're going to see this. There's going to be a hating. You see men dying over and over and over again. The worms eating them up. The fire burning them up. Then flesh come back on them. And the fire burns them up. And the worms eat them up over and over again. It's going to be, you're going to hate that. It's going to keep everybody in order. I'll tell you that. That's why he told us in verse 16, for by fire and by his sword will the Most High plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Most High shall be many. Oh yeah. Shabath told us this in Mark 9. A lot of Bibles took this out. But it's here in the King James Bible. Look at Mark 9 and 44. I think that's where it's at. Mark 9, 44. Where the worm dieth not, and the fire is not quenched. Verse 26. Where their worm dieth not, and the fire is not quenched. He's telling them. Verse 48. Where their worm dieth not, and the fire is not quenched. See? That's happening. That's going to happen. He's going to bring it about. Once this new heaven and new earth come to be. Now we'll go to John the 16th chapter. In the New Testament. Just a moment.